What is up, everybody? We are back with some Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and we're here to look at some news and updates for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, follow along with what we do here, hit that like button, comment down below what you think of the update, and let's get started. So, Guild Battle number 13 is underway. The Guild Battle is Fire Physical, so load up on your Fire Physical. We have Part 2 to the Yuffie Beach Time Showdown. And again, instead of giving us a second Day 1 quest, they have increased daily mission rewards. We're not getting the 50 blue crystals like we did in the other one. This is just increased mission rewards. Now, I do want to take quickly a look at the showdown because we do have a new weapon for Yuffie in the gold tickets. We have the striped Moogle flag. When you look at the ability, it doesn't really do much. The R abilities is more where this is at. Boost HP plus 46, which is going to give you, again, we're going to offhand this thing, so 23, you're getting 30% to your HP. But the boost magic ability potency, I like these two things together. 39, so you're really looking at 19, so 30%, which is great. I like this for little stat sticks. Alright, back to the news and notices here. We have a new limit break draw for Lucia. So this is a limited time weapon. This is not going to be one you're going to be able to wish list. Much later on, it's probably going to appear in the limit break draw that we have, but it's probably going to be a while before that shows up. So we have the Shinra Ceremonial Rifle. Inflicts up to 840% physical fire damage. So again, this works really well with the guild battle. And gives Enfeeble. On its first use, grants up to 2+ ATB gauge to all allies. Increases the fire damage of all allies when the caster's HP is 50% or more. So that's quite a bit. We have the Shinra Ceremonial Uniform. Gives Reprieve, which is a great ability. Shinra Insignia boosts fire ability damage and extends buff debuff extension. Also boosts physical ability damage. So it's kind of like our new Arcanum HP plus, but instead of HP, we're getting buff debuff. And then the Limited Moon is a part of this. Let's take a quick look at the weapon. Apparently we have another limit break banner, okay. Let's take just a quick look at it first. Dang. You see it looking really good in this thing. However, the hat gives me Evil Mustache Man vibes. Not gonna lie. But yeah, take that away. And honestly, I really do like the look of this. I almost kind of wish these were gold to kind of match the gold of her outfit, or that this was maybe like that color green. Because that just, I don't know, something to tie the two together. The black, yes. Got the silver and silver, awesome. But the green kind of really sticks out from that. Cape looks cool. And you'll see it look really good in this. Alright, so see if I was right about this. Reprieve, we don't need to look at that. Buff debuff, extension 40%. And the attack stance 20% physical magic or physical ability damage, and fire ability 30%. So yeah, it's like our HP Arcanum, but you're getting a buff debuff instead of the HP. So what about the rifle here? Just max it out here. 840 Enfeeble, 60 seconds. HP is 50% or more. Fire damage is increased mid to high across all allies. Does that change here? No. Good. I'm glad they did not do that because, again, the only big buff you should get from going from OB6 to OB10 with a limited weapon should be just the damage. It may be some time. And then on first use, each ally is going to get 2 ATB. It's going to give boost attack to all allies. That's a great stat. Buff debuff 39, okay. Oh. Triangle Sigil boost 2. We're getting our first boost 2. Now, this is something I had submitted in the survey. I was wanting to see, this change to the S abilities. I was wanting to see it where maybe we could upgrade weapons. Like once you get it to that OB10, this is something that you could do where you could then upgrade, or maybe you did the OB10 plus 20. Once you get it to that point, you can start upgrading the S abilities. Just a bit, just a 2. I wasn't looking for anything huge here. But what does this do then? So sigils defeated by matching sigil material during it gives us a +4. So before it was a +3, I think. Can we go to? I don't think, does this have one? Yes. A +2. That's right, because you could do 5, because you get 3 from the sigil, that from that. So you could do 7. Potentially. Up to 7 sigils knocked off if you have your command gauge maxed. Huh. That might make it worth it just to have just one copy of this. That alone could be huge, especially if you got a sigil face that needs to be knocked down real quick. It's a triangle. What's the stamp card look like? Sorry, I'm not trying to go too in depth with this because, on the second stamp. Beautiful. So you're guaranteed OB4. Oh. I feel like this is definitely a bait though, because we should have Dragon Quest Tact coming out next month, and then of course the 2nd anniversary. Alright, I'll look more in depth at the banner later. Let's just keep moving on. We do have a step-up draw for this. In Step 7, you do get a guaranteed new weapon. Ooh, draw for free at 1. Thank God they're bringing that back. I hate when it's like Step 3 is the first one. So Step 1, Step 4, Step 6. Awesome. And then 10. In the 10th slot of Step 3 and Step 5, the 5 stars guaranteed. Okay. So for those who pay the red crystals to do draws, it may not be a bad one to do. We saw this, the Beginner's Reawaken Limit Break draw. So this is features limit break weapons that can be equipped by Vincent, Tifa, Aerith. We have the blue daffodil gloves, the crimson staff, the Bahamut fangs, Bahamut rod, white dog, the blue daffodil attire, which is a great outfit, the festive crimson attire. Honestly, it's not a bad outfit. Bahamut suit. It was good when it came out, but it's definitely kind of lost its shine for me. Bahamut robe, kind of same deal, honestly. Stray dog, great for Vincent if you're running him as Earth. And then we still have the Red 13 Limited Moon ultimate weapon. Okay. We do have a new chapter for Final Fantasy VII Chapter 9 in the story. I still need to do the First Soldier Chapter 2, or Episode 2, or it was called. Where's it at? Has it really been that far back since it was released and I just haven't touched it? Jeez. Yeah, they just haven't, they're not showing it. Episode 2, yeah. I still need to do the chapter that was released with that. Alright, what else we got here? There's a new chapter release campaign. Log in during the period to get blue crystals times 1,000. I think it's just a one-day login on that one, because I got the 1,000. There's a chapter missions for the new chapter release. Get up to draw tickets times 170, arrow specific weapon parts times 50. That's awesome. New chapter login bonus. Login during this period to get 1,000 blue crystals, 5 Aerith 5-star guaranteed draw tickets, and more. Alright, and there is an update with the limit summon gauge issue. They plan on fixing it on July 30th. After the fix, restoring HP while under the effects will no longer trigger a limit in summon gauge increase. Okay. Well, there's our updates, guys. Like I said, I will do a more in-depth should you pull video on this Lucia limit break banner. Got some things to think about for sure after looking at it. But I'll leave that for that video. So we're going to call it here. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on the update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.